Hi, I'm going to very briefly present a caricature of differences between a suppressing strategy taken up in Europe and the US and the elimination or segmentation strategy taken up in, for example, New Zealand. So in this suppression strategy, in terms of motivation, we will see what happens soon, but the problem is that you have open borders. So the strategy in itself does not focus on that much on preemptive strategies, but you react to new cases by imposing restrictions, and when more restrictions come, you impose more cases come, and you impose more restrictions, and as community's transmission proceeds, you may end up in a lockdown, which is then lifted as cases go down, and then we end up often in this sort of a yo-yo type cyclical behavior where people need to constantly use their own resources into resources and motivation into protecting them from contagion threat. So the other approach is called segmentation or elimination, where you have quarantines in the borders, and you segment the area where you are focused on. So this could be whole of Europe, where each segment is a country, or it could be a city, as they've done in Australia, where each segment is a neighborhood. But it works. The idea is basically the same. So when you have with short, sharp, localized restrictions, when you have cleaned up one area, you can open up restrictions within that area. And if there are neighboring areas that are subsequently also free of cases for a certain period of time, you can open up the travel restrictions between these green zones, so to say. And this is the way to continue expanding the green zones and opening up to other areas. So people don't need to continuously pour their resources, and the government does not need crafty communication strategies to continually resuscitate personal motivation. So thank you very much for listening, and we'll be back.